Bon dia a tothom. Guten Tag, Damen und Herren. Unfortunately, my German is not very well, so let's keep in the English side. Well, I am very happy today. I am honestly very happy for 4 reasons. Not for motors, but for 4 reasons. The first reason, I have the honor of performing the first presentation, the first release of the Eurecat presentation in English. So I apologize if anything is wrong in the presentation. Sorry, Anna. The second reason is because I heard the explanation about the origin of the wording of Industry 4.0 very well explained for the very first time. So now I think that everybody understands why we say that this initiative was born in Germany, and it's spreading all over Europe, and it's helping Europe to compete against the other big initiative from the other side of the ocean. The third reason is that for the very first time I see a crowded room. I remember 10 years ago we were launching the Manufacture Initiative in our region, and I can now say that probably it was half of the people that we have today here. So I'm happy for this. And finally, and sorry for my friends or for my colleagues from Baden-Württemberg, today is a very good day also because we have the honor of having Kraftwerk playing tonight in the Royal Opera House Liceu. And as you must, I'm sure that you know, even they are from Rhenania and Westphalia, they produced it or they composed the hymn for the robots. So we are the robots, you know. So apart from this, I want to just give you some words on what's Eurecat, a couple of examples, and then I will straight ahead move to explain the initiative that we launched here in our region, which is called the Community on Advanced Manufacturing, which clearly links with the last presentation that we had. For those that you don't know, this is more or less the actors that we have in the research and innovation ecosystem in our region. We have the best universities in the world working in robotics and applied ITs. We have the best companies in the world operating in the manufacturing sector. We have the best risk venture capitals and business angels, and we have also the best research organizations in the world just to help and to promote the enterprise all over the world. Within this scenario, the technology centers are more or less in the middle. We have in one side the generating pillar, the knowledge generating pillar, which is mainly developed by public research organizations, jointly with the universities. And then on the other side, we have the enterprises. And just in the middle, trying to link both worlds, there is the space, or there is the gap that we found the technology centers 30 years ago. And then, from that time, several research technology centers were established, and during these last months, they have sit all together, of course, with the help of the public agency on innovation, Axio, and they have resulted to merge themselves. Those are the names: Ascamm, Barcelona Media, Barcelona Digital, CETEMSA, Centre Tecnològic de Manresa, and Eurecat, and they have agreed to establish a new and unique technology center in Catalonia. These are the main features that we expect to have by the end of this year. So the story has just started. Which are the knowledge or the technology areas that we are covering? I must confess that I don't like this slide because there is a lot of wording on it, and it is not clear which is the real size of the real activity. However, since I belong to the manufacturing area, I am happy to see that additive and advanced manufacturing has a relevant space there. Anyway, as you can understand, this is the merging, so all the capacities, capabilities, and experiences are joined in the same and unique technology center. Which are the services, or which is the offer that we are offering to the industries, more or less? Strategic industrial research, joint research units, contract R&D, advanced technological services, laboratory testing and certification, technology consulting, specialized education, and other types of service like funding, helping to find funding programs for funding the R&D. So more or less like all the well-known Fraunhofer institutes are doing in Germany. And then some examples, very quickly. This is a good example to see how the joining of the IT world with the hardware, or the software world with the hardware world, can offer a new service to a, let's say, commodity product in automation, which is the encoder. In this example, or in this successful story, the device was developed by the company, and then the role of the technology center appeared just when trying to connect or to plug this encoder in the world. Well, so the final interest or the final idea is to start to have real internets of things using encoders embedded in the machine. So, I mean, nothing new in terms of the idea, but in terms of innovation, there is a key factor in this case, which is the use of a new exclusive USB communication embedded in the encoder. Another successful story. This is something that I can tell you that yesterday we launched the first demo site in Portugal. It's related with product customization. So in this case, the company Indo is able to customize 100% spectacles. I mean, gafas, ulleras, both from the glass and also of the lens and also from the spectacle. And the secret on this story is that from the very beginning until the end, the product is fully digitalized and is manufactured according to digital standards, not to manufacturing standards. This is an example of research being made with Eurecat, within Eurecat partners, in this case from CETEMSA, which is a new development in microfluidics and optics and microelectronics embedded by using a new process for roll-to-roll manufacturing, with, by the way, will originally be developed using or implementing automation in the process itself. This is a successful story that we have in our region, which is a collaboration among several SMEs to develop a new process, a new efficient manufacturing process based on the use and the application of ultrasonic power to melt the polymer in order to save energy, to save also cost in the manufacturing of the tool, and also to achieve better accuracy and process optimization without putting in risk the quality of the part. The original idea was patented and was developed within the Research and Technology Center, but finally the implementation and the successful story in the market is being done by the SME. In this case, we have also a German partner behind the story. An example of artificial intelligence applied to control systems for real time. I don't know how many of you are aware of the difficulties of the foundry or the casting industry. I would say that probably the casting industry is the most ancient industry or traditional industry that we have in Europe. However, let's say, advancements in technology have not been well transferred and well implemented in that industry. For the very first time in the history of casting, we have developed an intelligent assisted system, control system, that allows the machine, or not the machine because it's a joining of several steps, it's a manufacturing process by several cells, by several steps, to automatically and totally unmanned, controlled, decide which are the process conditions and which are the parameters to be used to assure 100% quality casted parts. This has been done in the framework of our European project, an FP7 project, and the coordinator and the leading company is a Catalan foundry. And finally, some ideas that have been implemented in a minor scale in several industries are related with the use and application of technologies based in audio or video processing for the quality of quality control, or even for zero defect manufacturing, also for the detection of the parts and also the relative positioning of the part inside a big binner or whatever. Also to help or to assist the employees or the operators during the manufacturing processes in real-time conditions by using virtual reality or augmented reality and other new technologies from very well known in other non-industrial applications. And that's all from Eurecat. Now, let me explain you something about this initiative that we have in our region, which is called Comunitat Ris3cat. Our director on industry policy has already explained it, that the smart specialization is something very important in this moment in our region. And he has also mentioned it, those 7 different industries that are going to be transformed in the next years thanks to the strategy on smart specialization, which are food, chemistry, energy and resources, industrial systems, design-based industries, sustainable mobility, health industries, and cultural and experience-based industries. One of these, the third one in concrete, industrial systems, is where our action, our activity is being done. What are the communities? The communities are, or aims to be, the space to collaborate all the agents involved in the innovation process. I mean, from the research side until the citizen or the final user side, including, of course, the technology centers, the enterprises, the companies, and also groupings, associations of industries, and so on. More or less very similar to the Alliance 4.0 that they have explained before. We have implemented all the concept under the flag of advanced manufacturing because we don't want to focus only in the concept of digital manufacturing. We want to enlarge this community just to cover all other relevant disciplines in our regions, which are materials manufacturing and additive manufacturing. That's why we took the concept of advanced manufacturing as a key enabling technology defined by the European Commission. Which are our 4 lighthouse projects? The first one is sustainable and efficient manufacturing, which includes things like, you see, collaborative and mobile robots, process automation, total quality manufacturing, energy efficiency, close to customer production, etc. That will be one of the lighthouse projects that we will implement in the next month. The other one is additive manufacturing. Probably most of you already know that we have very good companies in our region working in this area. And in addition, we have Hewlett-Packard, who has decided to establish the competence center on additive manufacturing very close to Barcelona, in Sant Cugat del Vallès. And also there is another important initiative, which are the Ateneus de Fabricació, the Fab Labs, les ateliers funded by the Barcelona government, l'Ajuntament de Barcelona, which are for sure positioning Barcelona and the nearby region as one of the big hubs on additive manufacturing and personalized production in the world. The third one is related with the processment and the production conditions of new materials. We are always hearing things about nanotechnologies, functional graded materials, composites for sure, etc., and how these processes and how these materials have to be processed in order to be efficient in terms of material scraps and so on is the third lighthouse project that we are going to implement. And finally, for sure, something on ICTs applied in industrial environments. I'm not going to repeat because most of them have been already explained by Professor Slan. These are our industrial challenges, and then we are just starting the implementation of these projects, and one of the big challenges will be how to internationalize all this process. For this exercise, we have the pleasure to coordinate one of the pilot actions under the Vanguard initiative, which is the Efficient and Sustainable Manufacturing Pilot. In fact, when I was coming this morning to Barcelona, I was in a conference hall with my colleague from Lombardy, Giacomo Copani, and we are just next week launching the first call for proposals in this topic. We are also members of the steering committee of the 3D pilot, also under this very promising initiative. We have put a lot of effort and we have put a lot of interest on it. And now it's probably, and this is a call for the public bodies, probably now is the moment to start to see the results. Otherwise, all this, let's say, charming process that we have done with industries will disappear and we will lose the momentum. And that's all from my side. I tried to fit to the time, and I leave the door open to any question. Thank you very much. Dankeschön.